Donald Trump is now putting his face on our passports. The narcissism has reached levels we've never seen before. The State Department is unveiling a limited edition passport redesign for America 250, the 250th anniversary of the United States, featuring images of Donald Trump, the Declaration of Independence, and the Founding Fathers, and we have photos of what this is going to look like. This is the one with the Declaration of Independence. Donald Trump's face is on it with his signature across it as well, which is just really gross to look at. And on the other side, there are Founding Fathers with the American flag draped in the background. And on an unrelated but somewhat related note, Donald Trump just put up this gold statue of himself at one of his golf courses in Florida. I wasn't joking when I said the narcissism has reached different levels. This limited edition passport is supposed to be happening around June or July. We don't have an exact date. So if you want to renew your passport and you don't want Donald Trump's face on it, I would do that right now or wait until after if you can, because nobody wants to be carrying this around the airport. And if you do, I automatically think you're a loser.
Hope your passport doesn't expire this summer, because if it does, that's what it's going to have on it. Oh yes, Trump is putting his face and signature on limited edition US passports beginning this summer. Isn't that fantastic? This is apparently to celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States by putting Donald Trump's face and signature on literally anything he can. But this is only for a limited time, and we're not quite sure when the State Department is going to issue these special passports with his face on it. So if you have a passport that's due for renewal anytime from June through August, September, maybe get that renewal application in now, or if you need a new passport, just apply for it now. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be carrying that around for the next 10 years. And I am personally very glad that my passport is good through mid-2029. Oh boy, golly, to think of what the future might hold. But yes, the man literally has to ruin almost everything in this country. Who does this?
I was panicking for the last hour, thinking that I was going to have to get a new passport next year because mine expires before this man is out of office. A passport with his face on it. Full on panic mode. Like, can I apply now? How do I apply now? It's not expiring until next year. Good news, this is still crazy, but the good news, according to Politico, there are a limited number of these passports and they only are available while supplies last. Okay, so we can just sit back and let the crazy people get this version and then wait for the real version of the American passports to be released before we renew ours. So in case you missed it, about an hour or two ago, news outlets started announcing that as part of America's celebration for her 250th birthday, y'all's president decided to release a new passport with his picture. We don't do this in America. We don't put pictures on documents that last longer than a person should be in office. A passport is 10 years. You only can be in office for 8 years. That is crazy. All right. This is what dictators do. We don't do this in America. And also too, the fact, like, the greatest irony is that it's America's birthday. You are not the birthday girl. We need to just skip over this celebration, reconvene in 50 years when you 300. Like, this is not the time. Even if you make it to 300, okay? You were on the brink of not making it to 250. So to even be doing anything to commemorate the birthday is wild. And then to put your face on the passport is crazy to me. So I don't have enough years on my passport to make it through this administration. I'm going to have to renew it while he's in office, or while he should be in office. The 4 years of this term, I should say. And so when I saw this, I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. This man cannot be on my passport. And no, he cannot be on my passport. One, because who wants to look at him? When I'm using my passport, it's a good day. I'm happy. I don't want to see his face on my passport. The second thing too, I have never been, when I have traveled abroad, going back to when he first won in 2016, going back to even like recently, is like 2 years ago, I was in Europe for work. When I tell you, people will roll up on you like, oh, you American? That president of yours. So the thought of skipping over to these other countries with his face on my passport, knowing that I'm going to be questioned and challenged about him, doesn't sit right in my spirit, okay? I don't like that. So I was ready to send this passport off today to get it renewed early to avoid his face being on my passport. But it seems as though there's going to be a limited number, according to Politico, a limited number of these passports, and they're only available while supplies last. They're going to be released in July, which means for us, normal people, we just sit back and let the other people, his fans, his crazy fans get this version. And then once this is all gone, then we'll go get the actual regular version. So I think this should all be gone by the time I need to renew my passport for next year. Also, too, who I have a whole, it's like a honey-do list, if you will. I got a whole list of things the next president is going to have to do. 1, tearing down that doggone ballroom. 2, taking that man's name off the Kennedy Center. I mean, I got a list, okay? A list. And the other thing is, whoever has this passport, it needs to be destroyed. It needs to be invalidated instantly. You cannot have a passport with this man's picture on it. Because that, if they get it to this year, it'll be for 10 years. No. We need to have been moved on from this man. People cannot be walking around here with his face on a passport. So that's on my list of things. These passport, give them a free renewal, give them a free other passport. But this version needs to be revoked instantly. Executive order day 1, add it to the list.
We have some big news right now. If you're getting a passport this summer, Donald Trump's face is going to be on it. He's putting his face on special limited edition passports in honor of America's 250th anniversary. This is what the new passport is going to look like. On the left, you have Donald Trump's face along with his signature, the United States of America. Surrounding him is the Declaration of Independence. On the right, you're going to have the Founding Fathers also with the United States of America. This was first reported by Fox News, and it's another thing the president is putting his face or his signature on. Now, this passport isn't going to be for everyone. It's only for a limited amount of time. So this summer, starting in June or July, it's not fully clear exactly when just yet, if you would apply for a passport, anyone, you're going to get this. You're going to get Donald Trump's face on it. So if you don't want his face on it and you need a passport, time to go get a passport now before this starts getting rolled out by the State Department. As always, spread the word. Follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. I'll have another update for you very soon.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my lovely face for the first time, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Guys, what do you have to say about this breaking news? Okay, the thing is that if you're applying for a new passport, this summer you are going to have the president's face on it. Like you're going to carry the face of the president for the next decade, right? So this video is all about the shocking news. I want to know. Let's sit back and watch this video.
Trump is putting his face on U.S. passports. This actually real. Look at this image right here, and it has been confirmed this is happening. Now, it's not going to be all passports, just like a certain run available at certain locations, but still, nobody who is sane, nobody who is not suffering from megalomania or delusions of grandeur, or God knows what other dementia and mental illness goes to this length. Think about the other people throughout history who, while living and while in office, have put themselves on things like passports, money, other official government documents. And you'll come back with a list of some pretty scary dictatorial type people. Now, the thing that's also interesting about this, the Bulwark is the one that came up with this story. They're the ones who got the scoop initially. They go to the White House and they say, hey, we'll give you, we need comment on this. And the White House asks for 2 extra hours. Oh, well, we'll get back to you. We just need a little more time. Then they took the story and in bad faith ran to Fox News to break it. And I don't know, it just goes to show you how pathetic they are. They can't even get back to the person who originally broke it out of spite. So there you go. Anyways, I'm glad I got my passport and it doesn't expire until after he's out of office.
National park passes now have Trump's face on them. You aren't even allowed to put a sticker over him. The administration got so upset that people were creating stickers to cover up Trump's face with beautiful landscapes and wildlife that they sent out a memo telling park rangers to void passes that have stickers on them. The memo says passes cannot be altered, which has always been the case. In the past, this typically meant you can't cover your signature on the back. The new guidance specifically mentions that stickers are a form of alteration, even if the security features of the card are still visible. The administration wants to talk about legality, including this photo on the parks pass in general is likely illegal. Law states that the photo must be the winner of an annual photo competition. This is the one that won for 2026. I have another video on that, but let's focus on the stickers because there is a workaround. You can buy a card sleeve and put the sticker on the sleeve. That way you can show your unaltered pass if needed. But the bigger picture here is that this administration seems to have no clue what the purpose of our national parks is. It's not about shameless self-promotion. The purpose is inclusion. It's about demonstrating that our shared public lands, or just places that would otherwise belong to a select few, are really for everyone. MLK Day is coming up. This used to be a fee-free day at national parks for people to celebrate equality and the inclusion that our national parks and public lands provide. But Trump reversed that. It's no longer a fee-free day. Instead, Trump's birthday is. Let me say it again. National parks are not about self-promotion. They're about all of us. That's what makes them great. And if a sticker better represents that spirit, I say put it on there. Just use a sleeve.
House Republican just introduced a bill to honor Donald Trump, and I need you to hear this fucking list. First is carve his face into Mount Rushmore. 2. Rename Palm Beach Airport after Trump. Also to rename Duluth Airport after Trump. 3. Require State Department to award a Trump Peace Prize. Declare Trump's birthday a federal holiday. 5. Award Trump a Congressional Gold Medal. 6. Mint a $250 bill in US currency with Trump's image. Number 7. They really want Trump to get a Nobel Peace Prize. And last but not least, direct the NIH to conduct research on Trump derangement syndrome. Bro, what are we doing with our tax dollars? And look, I want you to think about this, okay? Just swap out the name. Every single one of these, replace Trump with Obama. Or replace it with Biden. The same fucking people voting yes on this will be losing their fucking mind. They'll be calling it socialism. They're gonna say, oh, it's just because he's the first black president. They'll be on Fox News screaming about the death of democracy and wasting tax dollars because we have a $40 trillion debt. But when it's their guy carving his face into Mount Rushmore next to Lincoln is just showing respect. This is not even about politics anymore. This is a fucking religion. And the scary part is not that they introduced this bill. It's that nobody in that party told them to stop.
So the Republicans are trying to pass 8 pieces of legislation through that all include the Trump namesake. He wants his face on Mount Rushmore. He wants a commemorative coin. He wants a $250 bill with his face on it. He wants the Trump Peace Prize. And I believe he wants the National Institute of Health to study TDS as a real thing, which is fucking insane. Everything he is trying to do, he is trying to push through because he has very, very little time left on this mortal coil. And the Republicans want to make sure they push all these pieces of legislation through before Trump is gone, because the cult, some of it will die with him. The other parts of it are going to disintegrate into and fall back into society. I do think Trump is the head of the snake. The Republican Party is broken. They have no one left. They can't even get J.D. Vance the covering they need. So the silver lining is that hopefully none of this stuff passes. Second of all, how insane. Every one of those things could be undone within a few years, and Trump, the malignant narcissist, is on the verge of collapse. And he wants his name everywhere because he knows that once he passes, it's all gone with him.
This is how petty the government has become. The Department of the Interior just updated national park rules to punish people for putting stickers over Donald Trump's face on park passes. If you cover his face with a sticker, your America the Beautiful pass can now be declared void, and you can be charged again to enter a national park. This is not about fraud, and it's not about security. It's about forcing you to display a politician's face on public land you already paid for. For years, the rule was about signatures. Now suddenly, a sticker is a national threat. Nobody's committing park pass crime with a smiley face. This is branding. This is control. This is ego baked into federal policy. When the government starts policing stickers instead of real problems, you know exactly how unserious and how petty this has gotten.
Guys, I want to know what you think. Please, if you want to put more smile on my face, do well to subscribe to my channel. And guys, tell me, what do you think? And now for Trump supporters, are you happy that you're going to carry the face of the president for the next decade? And for the Trump, for the people that are not supporting President Trump, like the not Trump supporters, what do you think about this new development? Because this summer, if you have not renewed or if your passport have not expired, you're in a safe hand, right? But if you are going to renew this summer, it means that the president face is going to be there, and you're going to carry it even while he leaves the office. So I want to know, guys, what do you think in the comment section? Leave your comment. Tell me, are you buying into it? Like, do you like the development? I think Trump supporters will love this so much because they are Trump supporters. So even if you're not Trump supporters, so tell me what you think in the comment section. So if you're just seeing my lovely face for the first time, do me a favor by subscribing to my channel. I'll see you on the next one. Do well to like, share. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Bye.